So everything from our childhood is going to get remade, huh? Well, if they're going to have to do it, I'm not going to complain if it's as alright as this. Hi, everyone. It's alright. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today, we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is, excuse me. That movie is, because movies and TVs that we do here, Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead. Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead is a remake of the 90s classic from 1991. It is directed by Wade Alain Marcus. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. And it is a co-production of BET Plus. It is in theaters now. It will be on BET Plus, I believe, in May. So what is Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead about? Well, it's the same plot as the original. But this time with an all-black cast, for the most part, with some exception. The film centers on Simone Joy-Jones, who is quite good. She plays Tanya Crandall, whose middle name is Sue Ellen. You with Drew right on cue. How's it going, buddy? And she is a 17-year-old kid who, along with her three siblings, brother who's also a teenager, and her younger brother and sister, she is ready to jet off with her friends to Spain for the summer. But her mom, played by the comedian Miss Pat, has a little bit of a breakdown at work, and leaves and decides she's going to go on a vacation. Worried about her mom's mental health and not wanting to get in the way, very, very quickly, but also pissed that she has to stay home and not go to Spain. Her problem is made even worse by the arrival of the elderly Bible-thumping babysitter, Mrs. Sturak, played by June Squibb, who is a lightly racist old lady who shows up out of the blue and is a hard ass, and in more ways than one. One night, stunned by the fact that they threw a wild rager at the house against her wishes, she drops dead, and she dies. And they dispose of the body, and the younger sister's love of crime shows helps the matter. But eventually, they realize they can't call mom to come home, and the babysitter's dead. So what to do? Well, Tanya has to con her way into a job as an assistant to a fashion CEO, Rose, played by Nicole Richie, who is an underrated comic actress, and she becomes the working girl in a way. But after getting hands on the company card, she discovers that her siblings are all too quick to take advantage of her newfound position. Can they save the day before dear old mom gets home? Let the mayhem begin. So, Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead is not necessary. I'm gonna right off the bat. There's one thing that this movie cannot get around, which is this: remaking this movie is not necessary. Making a remake of Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead inherently is not necessary. That being said, I walked into this movie as a fan of the original, going like, why the fuck are we doing this? Also, it's rated R for, like, no reason, because they curse. So it's like, you're watching it like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing a remake of Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead? And then I started laughing. And then it passed the 6 laugh test. And then I started smiling. And then I realized, it's still not necessary, but if you're going to have to remake these kinds of 90s movies, this is a better than average attempt. I have to give them credit. I didn't love the new Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead, but I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It was not nearly as bad as I expected. The cast is mostly great. Some of the jokes new and or lifted from the original are still funny with good comic timing. The "dishes done" line is still a great punchline, no matter who's saying it, but the young man who does it in this version does a pretty good job of selling it. And again, it works. Overall, surprisingly, the remake of Don't Tell My Babysitter's Dead actually works. Now, that being said, with exception, first and foremost, it's not a very cinematic movie. This is very clearly a streaming film. You can tell, it does look sometimes, watching it on the big screen, like it is stretched out to fill it. You can see the seams. This is very much a television level film, which is too bad. I also think it's very uncinematic. I will also say this. There's one Easter egg in this movie that takes me out of it, and it's a small detail, and I guess I'll just say what it is. It's not a big spoiler. There's a moment at the end, before the climax of the film, where they are watching the original Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead on the TV, and it's the exact scene they're going to recreate 10 minutes later. And I'm just sitting there watching it like, why would you do this? Because it creates this confusing thing of like, the original is a movie in the universe of the remake, but also then afterwards there's a cameo that kind of implies it might be a follow-up to the original, and it's just weird. And it's not self-aware enough to acknowledge it. It's just kind of like, oh, whatever. But overall, yeah, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead is shockingly decent. I was really surprised at how good it is. I'm not going to go all the way. I'm not going to go too far. I'm not going to walk 2 blocks, but this is a solid... I would give this movie a matinee, surprisingly. I'm going to give Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. You know what? My buddy Alonzo Duraldi always says this, and this is a good source. He goes, some movies I laugh too little. Sometimes some movies I laugh a lot. Some movies I laugh enough. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, I laughed enough. Therefore, I'm going to give Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead 3.5 out of 5 stars. This is just a solid, middle-of-the-road matinee comedy that was better than I thought it was going to be. It's not any kind of masterpiece. It's not one of the funniest movies of the year or anything. But I was shocked at how decent it actually was, considering how unnecessary. And I can't stress that enough. There was no reason to make this movie. But they made it, and it wasn't bad. There you go. So yeah, Don't Tell Me the Babysitter's Dead. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. It's a very short one this time for this one. The Bike Riders. Talked about it, looks good. Bad Boys Ride or Die. Talked about it, looks good. Abigail. Talked about it, looks good. We're seeing it next Friday. And then Deadpool and Wolverine. Talked about it, looks good. And was there shawarma? Yes, there are 2 scenes during the credits. One toward the beginning and one toward the end. Worth sticking around for. Like, they're actually epilogues to the movie. Like, they're actually necessary scenes. Anyway, so yeah, worth sticking around for. Alright, that's it. We will be back very shortly for a review of Arcadian. Get that one out. Then later tonight, we'll have a review of The Greatest Hits, which is now streaming on Hulu and in select theaters. And then tomorrow's the long game. Monday is Body Man, Shote Man, and AMC Screen Unseen. Tuesday's Irina's Vow. Wednesday is Hundreds of Beavers. Thursday's The People's Joker, and more to come. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. See it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, class of Mist. Live at 2000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me else or reviews this and other fun stuff, you can find me on my social media. I'm on literally everything, either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion is good. Think I'm full of shit. Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.